So right now, this is what people think about the General Warframe AOE nerf. As you can see on Steam, 2,657 negative reviews. We'll go on the Reddit afterwards to take a look, but on Steam you may notice something very specific. The types of players that are yelling about the update mainly. So it's a lot of the like foreign SEA Chinese players, right? It looks like a lot of them are very angry, and this is a lot of like Google Translate. So I mean, to be fair, a lot of these could have proper points, but a lot of them could also just be like shit posting. It's true that a lot of the AOE nerfs, good chunk of them, did go a little too far, okay? Let's be real here. A good amount of them did go a little too far. But I bet a lot of these are just people ranting about the AOE nerfs. Wukong nerfs even weren't even that bad, but since it is a Asian characters, an Asian like character, Sun Wukong, right? He is probably more prominent, so people could actually be very angry about Sun Wukong, ya boy, being nerfed. Like legitimately, that could be a very big point of contention between all of this. The game, like a big shit, fucking DE every day. Ah, yes. Oh god, you love to see this broken English. It looks like this is a Russian player, may also be mad because they cannot get a lot of items. Like, fair, the global state of Warframe is in shock. It is literally shook, right? Like, anarchy everywhere. And we keep looking and it's like, oh god, this dude's mad, has like point by point paragraph. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people are probably mad. A lot of Russian players, every single one's probably angry. Fair enough, fair enough. A lot of the Chinese players are angry too. Now, okay, hate this game for a while, maybe quit Destiny 2, then Final Fantasy. Okay, yeah, no, mad person just mad, didn't actually say anything. Other than this game is zero content, it's just leveling up, devs don't listen. I guess they put hearts instead of saying the F word. Good for them. Lag. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. A lot of Chinese players are angry. So that's the first thing you see is just, my god, the amount of angry Chinese players is huge. Like, okay, English player. Yeah, okay, Warframe fun. Yeah, this is fair enough. People have like proper reviews, a ton of them. And yeah, a lot of Russian and Chinese players are angry at the game. A lot of foreign players very angry, very angry. Look at all those downvotes. Soulframe. Oh my god, Soulframe. Yeah, I get that people might be angry about the first week of Veilbreaker release because like we can't farm for Stynax's weapons yet. There's a lot of things we can't farm for. Archon mods exist, but we can't farm for them. So yeah, this is pretty wild once you just look at the most recent reviews, and it's like 95% Russian and Chinese players. Once in a while, English, then boom, Chinese, English, Chinese. Okay, this might be Jugo, Spanish, maybe, Russian. I'm assuming like these type characters Russian. This looks kind of Spanish. Chinese. Like, it is so many foreign players are angry, mainly China and Russia, which, like, to be fair, with the global state of the world, yeah, maybe that's why, but oh my god, it's crazy. Like, it's insane. I want to say China players are angry about first AOE nerfs and second, like, Sun Wukong being nerfed just in general, but there's no way I'm gonna go around and Google Translate a ton of this. Maybe I want to try to find. Okay, let me. Oh god, 999 question. That one's probably a little goobery. Let's Google Translate. Okay, 1 second. Through the power of friendship, we can Google Translate. Let's see. Oh no, text exceeded character limit. Oh, that's too much for Google Translate. Okay, let's take out that last paragraph and let's see if it's less angry. Ooh, they wrote a lot of words, my dudes. Google Translate's like, this is too much. They're like, no, it's still too much. Oh my god. Google Translate is not happy. Okay, yeah, people are angry. People are mad because things are nerfed, AOE, oh god, it's the usual stuff, yeah, for sure. People are angry about that AOE everywhere. So, as an English player, yeah, people are probably less angry about the AOE nerfs, but are still angry. So let's display again as like language, my language. I can't speak other languages. I'm sorry, guys. I may technically be Greek-blooded, but the only language I know is English. I'm a basic human being. It's the truth. It's the truth. I only know English, and I yell at my microphone. So a lot of players, as you can see, 1,000, 500, 600 players, English players and whatnot. That's not English, but whatever, close enough. Have been playing a lot of time. Some people like it. Nice, 0.5 hours. Pretty good game, but requires a lot of time. True, true, true. People are mad about the update. The new war has totally ruined my experience with Warframe. Okay, this new war ruined it for him. The quest was too much, too hard. Fair enough. 2,500 hours. Like, yes, English is a lot more spread apart, being like, okay, yeah, cool. Versus like, oh no, hey, this isn't English. How'd you sneak in here? This isn't English at all. Yeah, like, this person like, nah, I probably didn't like the nerfs. Yeah, a little too far on certain things. Fair enough, right? Without a doubt, Warframe over-nerfed certain weapons a little too hard. Kuvazar and other weapons getting 1 ammo per pickup seems like a little too much, like too little, right? Like, nothing should be getting 1 ammo per pickup. Even like bows half the time shouldn't be getting 1 ammo per pickup, right? Like, that's a little wild. Fair enough, like hopefully DE puts 2-3 bullets minimum. They like reverted and destroyed energy regen, like ammo regen type weapons a little too hard. RIP ya boy Shedu Babonico, right? Like, yeah, fair enough. People are like, yeah, game's still good, fun game. But yeah, a lot of people, oh, look at that. Whew, this kitty is angry as heck. Angry as heck. And like a lot of the angry fucking downvotes are still in Asian like usernames. So a lot of the Chinese player base is freaking angry, dude. And like the people who generally like looks like throw out a lot of hearts there. I don't know if Steam just auto censors with hearts, but it looks like players who throw out a lot of hearts instead of swears, those might be like Chinese players as well, because that seems to be a thing that only they're doing, right? Like, it's hard to tell, or they're just swearing at DE. Always hard to say. Always hard to say. I don't know what the review settings are down here. Probably just people swearing, to be fair. Yeah, probably just people swearing. But God, people are angry. Chinese players are angry. It is what it is. Let's take a look now at the Reddit. The Reddit people. We have the Reddit post. What happened here? I want to give this game a shot. So people are like, what's going on? 2,300 negative reviews at the time of them writing this. Yeah, I did all the Veilbreaker stuff day of because it was like a 1-day type update on release. So I did all that instantly. Now we wait another week, right? Ooh, meta shifts, it happens, right? He's like, yeah, meta shifts, AOE, nerfed, destroyed, people angry. The meta was nerfed. Nothing that would bother a new player. No. To be fair, though, like, a lot of players are angry because certain things were nerfed. Ammo was nerfed a little too hard. But it seems to be, like, Warframe DEs very specifically with the holster speed increase, like swapping weapons. They're more so trying to swap to a playstyle for the game of people swapping between primary, secondary, and melee. And players, it seems like they only want to use their AoE weapon primary. Maybe they only want to use their secondary, primary, AoE secondary, what have you. There's a lot of weapons, right? Maybe they only want to use melee. But people are not happy that they're going to be forced not to use weapons that they could previously have equipped 24/7 and always be using, right? So, yeah, it looks like that's what DE wants, right? They want a primary, secondary, holstering, swapping meta. They also already have, like, what, arcanes and mods that benefit from holster speed swapping, so we'll see. People will probably play a lot more melee. Makes sense, fair enough, and I wouldn't mind that too much. I'm okay that the game's gonna be less visually, like, blind, because with all the AoE Wukongs, honestly, you couldn't visually look at the fucking game half the time. Just paying actual attention to the game. Half the time when I'm playing, I'm streaming and I'm looking at chat. I'm not even playing Warframe because, like, half the time, it's hard to even see Warframe. Warframe is not a popular stream game, and it is not a popular game for people to watch, all things considered, right? So, hey, AoE may have something to do with that. We'll see all in all. Just saying, a lot of the times, shit was blinding, so it's fair enough. They shouldn't have nerfed AOE like so hard as they did, but yeah, because a lot of people are gonna be like, yeah, like AOE was nerfed really hard. People are angry. Anyone read the reviews? It can't be only AOE Wukong whiners, right? No, that's pretty much all like AOE ammo Wukong, right? Because yeah, ammo I get, like the ammo's understandable. The AOE's not even that bad. People, I've been seeing people being like, AOE is dead. It has been murdered. Primed Fulmination's worthless, it's garbage. It's like, what do you mean? It's still double a Fulmination, right? It's like, God, people wanted all the AoE. So yeah, I do agree there is a lot of people whining and a lot of people babying themselves, but that's how it always works with video games and any sort of change, any sort of nerfs, right? Like people cry, people freak out. It is what it is. People are upset. They can no longer carpet bomb whole tile sets without running out of ammo. Fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, I mean, like Shadow and Full Moon, like a word with you. Yeah, things were a little too over nerfed. Certain things were, certain things weren't. But people are freaking out. People are aware that people are freaking out. It's just anarchy. This is just anarchy. This is probably gonna happen when Duvary happens and comes out too. But other than that, Reddit's all just like talking about a little bit of everything. Like this is pretty crazy, right? Like primary merciless arcanes and all that remove the ammo maximum bonus. That's pretty huge, to be honest. Archons are typical DE boss design. Yeah, people are a little angry that things are too much health, right? And like obviously the DE Archon boss designs aren't perfect and great the way they do the health, and the way they do their like diminishing return damage, not good, okay? Not great, and it'd be nice if they'd fix things up a bit, but that's what people need to understand. Warframe, yeah, Warframe's never been a good boss game, okay? It just hasn't been. There's bosses here and there, they can be fun and chill, but it's never been a good boss fight, right? It's never been a good boss game. You gotta remember as well, like, weekly Archons are weekly Archons. Unlike Swordies, which are every day. You do Archons once a week, right? So it's gonna take like, what, hour and a half? And that's once a week. So yeah, it kind of makes sense if they want to make Archon bosses a really hard fight and like higher HP bullet sponges, because at the end of the day, that's sadly what like most boss fights are going to turn into. Pretty much they're always going to turn into that in Warframe, because that's just Warframe balancing these days. I hope that DE eventually could balance it better, balance it more properly. But with the way you can just do numbers on Warframe, they just have to disable too many things on bosses. If not, people just one-shot every boss at the end of the day, like do insane armor strip, high multiplicative damage builds that can just one-tap headshot the boss with like a Rubico Prime with like 1 billion damage, right? So it's an annoying situation with bosses, but I've come to accept that Warframe is not a primary bossing game. It's a chill farm and a casual community game, but it is by no means a primarily bossing game. I've, you know, seen at least from DE. And yeah, it is what it is. It would be nice if AOE weapons are over nerfed and Archon fight is incredibly tedious. AOE, yes, Wukong's fine, but certain AOE weapons, the AOE on them themselves is fine. It's the nerf that's the like ammo nerfs. It's not that AOE weapons are nerfed. It's the ammo nerf for the AOE weapons is too much. So hey, that's annoying, but it is what it is. As always, I do appreciate y'all watching the videos and checking out my Twitch and YouTube. Subscribe, like, and stuff. Cheers.